Hi everybody, this is the Golden Era Bookworm, and today I'm going to review Your Physique 1948 April with Steve Reeves on the cover, doing a front double bicep shot, slightly tilted and looking phenomenal right after his Mr. America win. Why am I so excited? From my voice you can probably tell. Is because this is a great magazine, this particular issue, with some fantastic content, and let's go through it now. So I think the articles that shown for me the most here were the routines from Steve Reeves and from Alan Stephan. However, prior to that, we've got articles on the dumbbell swing, or otherwise known as the dumbbell pendulum swing or kettlebell pendulum swing, demonstrated here by Leo Robert, I think his name is. He had just won the I believe, yeah, in the next page, the self-improvement contest that was held by Your Physique magazine. I think it was in July 1947 it was actually promoted. That's right. So in July 1947, Your Physique promoted, and you remember from one of my reviews, my review on July 1947, that the Waiters actually advertised a self-improvement contest, and the winner, of course, was Leo Robert, shown here. And here he is actually performing the pendulum swing. This was a very favorite exercise of Steve Reeves, and he would do this as a warm-up. And it is supposed to be a fantastic, I guess, exercise for warming up and for toning up the whole body. As mentioned, Leo Robert won the self-improvement contest, and he also had started entering in some amateur contests, I believe, like Mr. Montreal, where he placed first for best abdominals. Anyway, moving on. As I said, the exciting thing about this magazine is the particular articles on Alan Stephan. Here, My Training Routine by Alan Stephan. And my God, I'm actually going to do a separate video on this. But Alan Stephan's training routine is absolutely awesome. I can tell you that the poundages that he used are incredible. Now, I've done a video on Alan Stephan's arm routine, and this one will blow you away. His full body routine. I mean, I thought Clarence Ross was was really strong. I mean, Jesus, you should see what Alan Steve uses. But in short, he did all sorts of exercises. So he did dips, upright rows, curls, including heavy cheating curls, close grip pull downs, wide grip pull downs of all sorts, flies on the incline, Zottman curls, deadlifts, incline dumbbell presses, squats, leg press, calf raises, etc. All the basics, basically. Just a real basic full body routine, but you should see the volume and the weight that he actually used. That's what's so impressive. And I will do a separate video on this. It's really impressive. The next article, the greatest fighter of them all, is from Charles Roth. And this particular article is about a person called Jem Mace, the man responsible for, as the author calls it, the modern science of boxing. He had approximately 1,000 fights. Now get this, at the age of 71 years of age, he was the heavyweight still champion, undefeated in his day. 71 years undefeated, over 1,000 fights. Now obviously that's not him, or him, but that's a picture of him there. And it displays, for those of you that know about fighting and boxing, the original stance that led to, I guess, the stance and the method of boxing nowadays. So the author attributes, I guess, the style that is well practiced today as he basically attributes it back to his style and how he has influenced boxing. It's a very interesting article. Anyway, so I think this article in particular is one that will mostly interest actually interest everybody. This is the beginning of a series of Steve Reeves's routines, his favorite routines. This one in particular is called Bigger and Better Arms by Steve Reeves, Mr. America 1947. And as the subtitle says below it, beginning a new series of articles in which Mr. America tells you exactly in instruction and photographs on how he developed his muscular physique, which made the bodybuilder of the year. Now, you can see from the images here that Steve uses a combination of exercises for his arms, including Zottman curls, incline bench curls, and a variety of tricep exercises. Again, I will focus some specific videos on these articles of Reeves for each body part over the next coming weeks. So I really hope that you will enjoy the coming series on Steve Reeves's favorite routines for his separate body parts. Besides that, there are some other, I guess, interesting articles here. Of note is the report on the Mr. Universe 1947, which was won by Steve Stanko. The IFBB reported on it, and to be honest, they said that it was a very lame, to put it nicely, a very lame contest. This was won by Steve Stanko. Oh goodness, sorry, that's the kids playing outside. I'll just close the window. So it was won by Steve Stanko. I think John Farbotnik came second. That's correct. He came second. And George Eiferman, although the most popular of the night, I think he came fourth. And Eric Pedersen came third. And although he had a magnificent physique, his posing was what let him down. Other than that, there were no other big names on the night, and it is a rather disappointing thing to hear that it was, basically not many people were satisfied. There was a lot of booing and laughing and things like that. So back in the day, you could really tell how these contests really were at an amateur status. They were always placed behind or after major weightlifting contests, and so you didn't have many great physiques or people, bodybuilders that is, competing, because the interest was not there. This is why the IFBB was created, of course. But yeah, it's really shameful to hear that the people were reacting in this way to the contestants. Anyway, that's pretty much it. After that, there's some other articles. Your Pattern for Success, a special on Sam Laprinzi, who was really thick, and I sometimes confuse him for Reg Park just because he's so damn huge. There's also Around the World with Weightlifting, and a special on Szymanski, a very famous weightlifter of the time. Also was an interesting article on forearm development featuring Leo Robert. But the exercises are very familiar. That is reverse curls, wrist curls, and wrist rolling. So that is Your Physique, April 1948. I hope you have enjoyed this review. It has been a bit long, but I think it's worth it, because I will, as I said, do some separate videos on Alan Stephan's full body routine, as well as start a new series on Steve Reeves's routines for his body, for his separate body parts. So I hope you'll enjoy those. Anyway, if you have liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave me a comment. Thank you for watching. This is the Golden Era Bookworm, your online Golden Era library, and I'll see you soon. Bye.